Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, continuing our playthrough of EU4 with Arumba. And Arumba, you've just missed the chance to crush this English force. What happened? Off your
It
game?
wasn't. No. It was just. It wasn't. Yeah, it
All right,
was what it
so
was. We don't want to take a negative.
no.
We don't want to take a negative. So we just have to wait until we can at least get a
Okay.
flat terrain
I mean,
engagement.
we could try moving to Yorkshire
If
like
he's.
right now, because that's where he's going, right? So he gets there on
Mhm.
the 16th. When are we getting there? 17th. Oh, he's pulled
Oh,
back now.
yeah, we gotta wait till he's movement locked because we don't suffer the river crossing, and he's scared of us. The fact that he doesn't want to fight us is a clear indicator he's afraid. He thinks
Yeah.
he's gonna lose the fight because he's right. He's
He's
gonna
got a
get his ass
1K
beat.
stack reinforcing too. Where's that going? It's gonna
Which
cross. Yeah, he's moving out.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It won't matter because the combat width is maxed anyway. So there we go. He's learned. Look, he's rolled a 10 versus a 2 in the first
Good.
phase. Good job. Now we need like a 9. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
This
this
is a
is
9.
potential stack wipe time.
Wallace.
And 8 versus a 7.
Wallace.
One of our advisors
Natural
died.
scientist just died. Oh man, this is like the last phase here. We got one more shock phase here. Do it, man. Do
It
it.
is.
Do
That's a
it.
stack wipe, right?
Yes.
That was within 4 combat phases?
That's it. Yep, he's
All right.
gone. It's done. The English are gone.
So, that was
I'm so happy.
phenomenal.
I am
Now
so
we
happy
just
right now.
shit on everything in here, right? So we go siege down London while shitting on every other thing around it that we can.
Yes. So here's what we're gonna do. We do not want to have too many troops, right? So we're gonna shift consolidate, and I'm gonna pull off the. Here, I should probably be more clear about exactly what I'm doing here. So I shift consolidated, right? Remember the difference between regular consolidate and shift consolidate?
Cold shift while clicking to leave 0 strength regiments behind, allowing you to reinforce them for later.
Yes. So we wanted to shift consolidate because we wanted to make sure we didn't accidentally get rid of like any cavalry or cannons or something, which we don't have yet. But so in general, when you're trying to be cautious, just shift consolidate first. Now we're gonna grab the army and we're gonna open up the army reorganizer. We're gonna grab the four. Uh, because we're next to a hostile province, we can't actually disband here. Okay, we'll just full on regular consolidate. It's fine. We want to
Yep.
stack wipe that army. We only need to send 10, well, 11 roughly troops to stack with it for free. We want to block him. What he's gonna do right now is he's gonna try to train a merc infantry in basically every province that he can. So we need to try to block him from training troops right now.
Okay, let's just take care of this advisor because it's wiggling away at the back of my mind over here. So we don't have a level 1 advisor, I don't think, right? These are all level 2 if they give me +2 admin skill.
Yeah, we hired the level 2 guy that was special though. I would hire him. I wouldn't have hired him earlier, but since we lost our advisor, I would be willing to pay for him now.
So a click on him is going to cost us 15.1 and 1.9 monthly. Okay.
Yep, that's the guy. Yeah, I would be willing to pay for him. I wouldn't replace him while we're in a financial budget situation, but since the other guy already died, we might as well.
All right, so right now what you're doing is
Okay,
you're
so I've just
preventing him from murking up by putting as many guys in, like one guy in each one that we can, right?
Yeah. Yes, we're trying to.
Uh,
And it looks like he's actually not training. I don't see any troops being trained, which is a real curious situation. Normally you'd see like lots of little dudes with blacksmith hammers, but
I mean that was pretty nasty.
yeah, he could be like, what
Yeah.
the hell just happened? I just lost to this little Scottish country next to me. I don't understand how.
Yep.
There's one. He trained one down there. So we'll want to put like some 2 stacks on the front line to prevent like him from training up a troop and having them march around and cause problems.
And we
eventually we're gonna want to go for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
go ahead.
We're sieging Derbyshire right now, or no?
Denmark just embraced the Renaissance. Derbyshire. Yes.
Okay,
we are.
so didn't you put the other general on that? The siege general?
Well, Derbyshire doesn't have any.
Oh, it doesn't have
it
4.
doesn't
It
have
doesn't have 4. I thought I saw 4.
so...
I kind of did, but did not. Okay. Yep. No worries. No worries. Okay.
Nope. Okay, so if we're gonna do a siege, we have 3 potential provinces that we can siege. We need to siege either Marches, London, or both in order to take any of this land that England owns over here that we have claims on. Marches will be the easier siege because it's inland and we don't have naval superiority. However, London is worth way more war score and it has an extra +5 to their enthusiasm. Like if they own their capital, it gives them enthusiasm.
I mean, they're pretty unenthusiastic already.
We don't have enough troops right now to do both sieges. We would need 7K for Marches and 10K for London to do them safely. And I really don't want to reinforce up to that number of troops because we're so
Yeah.
financially strapped right now. We want to go down to like half force limit
So
at the
I'm gonna
moment.
click this button labeled unconditionally surrender. Does that seem reasonable?
No, obviously. You're crazy.
I mean, I feel like we met our goal. Like, I feel like now we could just say, this was all about ego. No.
Okay. So we're gonna grab the
They're up to 3K and
infantry.
they're
We're gonna
reinforcing over
grab
there. Are we worried about this?
a little bit, yeah. I am controlling a little bit too much of this war. I should be letting you do more, but this is different than the war with the other
Yeah.
thing, you
This
know?
has meaningful impacts, unlike the other war.
Okay, we're gonna pull off, go down to 7K for that. As soon as we're gonna form up another army. Yes, we're gonna have an army to deal with his army. Is the answer?
And
to
I
your
would,
question.
yeah. So you're gonna make two armies, one for, yeah, because it just seems like all these little. I mean, he's getting so many troops so quickly. These are the mercs, right?
He's
Yeah, we need to
merking
crush
up like
this
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay, we just can't get there as a problem from the zone of control shit. Okay.
exactly. Yep,
Yeah.
we cannot get there.
All right. Well, when he had zero army, and I was pretty excited about this. Oh, French are taking out that other city. They just got a wall breach over there. That,
Oh, that's
go away.
awesome. That's gonna
Yeah.
speed it up so much.
You're just holding guys in London to prevent him from reinforcing from that as you occupy these other areas. So he can't reinforce from an occupied area. So I was thinking London, but now with 11K over there, I kind of feel like maybe marches.
Yep, which is exactly why we've got 7K in marches with our +3
Okay.
siege leader.
Yeah.
Notice how he's moving? He's
Yeah.
moving to
So we
engage in
need
marches
to
right
get
now.
our guys together, and we need to switch leaders out. What happens if you have?
Well, we don't get it.
What happens if you
Go ahead.
so you have the 9.5K stack moving towards marches, and that one's led by our proper general, and backup general over there, leader is sieging. What happens if we reinforce like that? So let's say our guy in marches was engaged, and our 11K army came to relieve him. Which leader would be rolling?
The
Okay.
better of the two will take over.
And-
Okay, so he has merked up 14,000
So much.
mercs. And yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if you wanted to do the thing we did before, check the ledger, you could see he's probably taken out even more loans. The English have... God, they're not even on the front page of the list, are they? Oh, they are really getting their asses kicked to make this happen. I'll find them real quick.
Can't be bothered.
Curious to see. Okay, England has taken out, they're at 6 loans now. Okay, yeah, at this point, I am willing to just kind of sit in our current position right now. We're in a position where we can reinforce either London or marches. He's either marching around to try to get to like the war goal, or I'm not really sure where he's headed exactly. It doesn't really matter too much.
So I want to clarify what's going on here right now, so I make sure I understand. You're holding the guys in Oxfordshire because you don't want to risk them taking damage in the siege, the attrition from the siege.
Yeah, I don't want the extra attrition.
And the 7K in marches because why? So it was 3K to siege a level 1 fort. Is this a level 2 fort?
Level 2, yep, takes us to 6K plus 1 to make sure we don't lose speed due to
And you can see it's a level 2
We're
fort
suffering
by
a little bit.
hovering. How do you tell it's level 2?
Yeah, just hover over the province itself. You'll see fort level 2, or when you click on the actual active siege, you can see in the top right, regiments needed 6. Yeah, we go 1 over just to guarantee we don't lose any time.
Where did that asshole go? The big stack. So why is he wandering around in Lancastershire? And why is he just not engaging the 7K?
Because he knows we'll reinforce. Even though he would be the defender and he'd have defender's advantage, he knows that the reason the army is in Oxfordshire is to reinforce, and there's no zone of control restriction. Like you can see, I can march there if I want to. So he knows we'll
reinforce. Can you move to
reinforce.
Derbyshire right now?
He
and then
takes that into consideration.
And then still walk to marches? You can, right?
If we do that though, he's probably going to go after the 1 stack in London. So our current position protects both locations. And also he's really unhappy about having his capital occupied and besieged, even though it's not actually being sieged. Just having a single army there, like, really makes him not like the war situation. By the way, Castile is at 4 enthusiasm. Which means that Castile is about to leave the war. Which means that guess who's going to start maybe potentially trying to cross over and get some troops over here? Yeah,
we don't really want that, though.
It's possible. Not really, because they're going to pick up more war participation, but it's possible that because of how financially strapped both our country and the English are, that the French might take over as far as like naval superiority goes. I'm checking right now. They have English have 31 ships. The French only have almost none. Nope. Never mind. The French
Well, we
are
don't
not a
have
naval
to
power
peace out
whatsoever.
Castile, right?
We should separate peace Castile.
What's that noise?
England is so England's trying to surrender.
How do you know that? I heard the noise, but where does? Oh, there's a pop up, a peace offer from England.
It's a drop down alert. Yeah, they want out. They're trying to peace out. Do not accept this because we don't occupy any forts. He's offering us like the best peace deal that he can, which doesn't include territory because we're
taking territory. That's the whole
we don't have any
point of this war.
Yeah, just make sure you decline that peace offer. Just say, screw you, England. You suck. We want your capital. Something's changed. He's moving again. Calais is about to fall. 14% chance with a wall breach. That's nice to see. Now, there is a risk right now. I'm using our actual ruler to lead the siege in marches. Did he actually... He just put all of his troops on the boats.
Good.
The English army is on the boats in the Irish Sea.
Is there not a reason? Should we start sieging London as well then? No, we don't. We don't have enough troops.
Yeah. Let's wait and see what he does
don't we have enough
before we
Isn't
commit
it a
to
level
that.
3 fort? Isn't it 3 times the fort value?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it, but I want to wait and see where he's going. I think he's going to go land in Gascony, which is suicide, but I don't want to change our current position because then he might just come right back. Yeah, he's landing down there in the mainland. Let's wait. He's an idiot. Let's wait till he lands. Because he knows he can't beat our army, so he's like, well, what can I do? And he's trying to go join up with the Castilian. He's trying to join up with an allied army so that he can actually participate in the war and do something useful. Calais just fell. All right, now that we know for sure that he's landing down there, let's wait until we see his army to confirm it's landed. We'll get started on the London siege, yeah.
That's really good news for us.
And the French are engaging. Yeah, this war has really turned around. It's just amazing. Anyway, I was saying there's a risk right now. We're using our actual ruler on the Siege of Marches, which means that if he were to die, we would take a 2 stability hit instead of a 1 stability hit.
But he's got 3 pips.
Okay, I'm going to unappoint our... I'm going to unappoint our current guy. Oh, and actually it's our really good general who has the extra siege pip, so that's great. We don't want to put cav over there. We want 10 troops, so that's what we do. We get started on the siege. All right. French are losing their fight down there. So there's going to be a very big important decision coming up fairly soon. How long do you want to be friends with France?
Well, I was wondering about that. I mean, we could do that way. French have been better than I thought they were going to do here. My initial thought was just get rid of them entirely because they're so useless, but they've come back a lot.
Yeah. So
I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We can make that decision post-war, right? Pop up.
Are we counting our chickens before they've hatched?
Improvements in naval tech.
Good.
Their claims that local fishermen improve ship design, because that's what fishermen are known for. If we do a careful study of their ships and try building a copy, our best admirals believe that our naval technology will benefit a lot. We can gain inflation, and we can gain 0.5 inflation, which is a negative, and get 50 diplo power, which is useful. Or we can use caution and gain 10 diplo power. Well, all right. I mean, how bad is inflation? So let's go look at the economy tab, I suppose. And let's take a look at where's our inflation right now. Inflation's at 3.51 going down. We do have a guy who puts it going down. And what does it do? This has the following effects. Construction costs, fort maintenance, merc costs, infantry costs, cav costs, art costs. All right, everything goes up. Yeah.
Everything's more expensive by the amount of inflation. I don't think
we want that. Why don't we just take 10 diplo? I mean, our goal is, you say England's going to pay us back, but we're pretty heavily in debt right now.
Okay, my usual train of thought on this is I try to do a mental comparison. So the equation was what? It was 50 diplo at a cost of how much inflation? Okay. How much would it cost you in admin points to get rid of that 0.5 inflation?
A quarter of 75.
Okay, so if the question were different, let's just multiply the numbers by 4 to make the math easier. Your choice is now 40 diplo points or 200 diplo points. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now we can make the math easier. So now the question is, okay, if you had a button you could press that would give you 200 diplo points at a cost of 75 admin points,
yeah, absolutely. Because then you just click reduce inflation right after and get better.
So in this case, I would take the
and then just immediately reduce it.
Absolutely. No, I wouldn't reduce it right now.
Okay.
Because we have a guy bringing it down, and there's again, this is another number you just kind of need to know. Inflation doesn't really matter until you get to 5. Once you have 5 inflation, that's where some bad events can happen. But below 5 inflation, nothing bad will happen to you except things cost a little bit more money. So I almost always will take the extra monarch points. But if I'm above 5 inflation, you buy down below 5. So, and especially because we're doing a diplomatic idea group right now, I'm even more motivated to take that because I want the diplo points to finish this idea group.
All right.
So, cool. Let's check on enthusiasm for Castile.
Okay. They're at low.
Okay, now ask yourself, do you think we're going to get any individual war score against Castile? Yeah, I think probably not. Unless the French somehow win all of those battles down there and then occupy ports and stuff. Probably not. So I would just take
the Aragonese
right now. Knock them out of the
war. They have the White Dove. They're
slave to Castile.
So if we peace Castile, isn't Aragon going to get out as well?
Yes, it's gonna knock out everyone except for England.
You don't think the French are going to actually have a chance versus Aragon down there?
I think that the French could do well, but I don't want them to get more participation in case we decide to keep them as an ally.
So we're going to peace out. What you're suggesting is we peace out Castile. So let me go click on them. Go for it. You brought a guy back. Okay, sue for peace. We have -2 war score with them. Okay, so we're not going to get anything from them because we need at least 10. So I just hit send demand, which is peace. And let's double make sure that it is just them. Yeah, negotiating for themselves. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you white peaced England right now, I would be livid.
Right.
Oh, man. I've done that. It's happened. Everyone's made that mistake at least once. 57% chance we take marches right now.
Amazing. Defenders desert.
Yeah, that's what a 3 siege... That's what a 3 siege leader will do. I mean, he's only been doing the siege for 240 days, and he's already got a huge chance to take it. He's a good dude. James III Stuart. He's an amazing man. By the way, we have 82 war score, which, coupled with the fact that they have low enthusiasm and the war's been going on since 1468, by the way. We've been fighting for 6 years now. It's a long war. We don't need to get to 100% war score to get a 100% peace deal. If we take marches, he'll probably agree to a 100% peace deal, just because of all of the other modifiers. In fact, we just have a new pop-up, and this one sometimes really sucks. Basically, I was thinking this would happen soon. Call for peace is where your people think you've won the war and you should peace out. The problem is we don't actually have any damn forts occupied, so we can't demand any territory. So every month that we continue to stay at war, even though the people think we've won the war, our war exhaustion is going to go up by an extra 0.01 per month. So this month we're going to get 0.01. Next month 0.02.
Let's hurry up and get the siege of marshes down. There's nothing we can do to increase this, right? More people don't help here over the limit, so it's just literally. I mean, 57% is a good percentage. I mean, you roll a couple months. That's per month too, right?
Okay. Yep, per tick. There we go. We got it. Okay, so 94 war score. Now it's
all right,
we're ready.
So I want to do this.
We're not ahead of our.
So let's go.
Our horses. Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it. But here's the thing. This is now we have to counter eggs and chickens and stuff. You've got to make your decision. Are we going to stay friends with England? Stay friends with France and give them some. Let's see. They expect 68% of the peace deal to be in their favor because they think they did 68% of the work. So do you want to give them 2/3 roughly of the peace deal, or do you want to say screw them? We take everything and we break the alliance.
You're clearly arguing for the latter with that language. It sounds like you're arguing for the latter. But I want to look at this as an assessment, not just as like what I think you're doing right there. Well. What does England have 14 fucking K troops sieging down the French province for? What is he doing?
Because he landed his army down there to try to join up with Castile, and then we just pieced Castile out, and now he doesn't know what to do, so he's just sieging the most.
Well, what would I have to give France? So let me look at that. So to keep them. All right, we're going to want some recovery. We want economically some time to recover. Yep. We're going to want to war England again. Next time we war England, I don't want France involved, I don't think. Because I think we're going to be in a position to actually just be bigger than England already at that point on our own, right?
Yeah. Let's start here as a starting point to make this not take too long. Let's start by demanding our claims and see what that looks like. So go.
And I go to sue for peace. What is unconditional surrender? No, that's the wrong way. Okay. I thought that was their unconditional surrender.
It'll give you. Yeah, it'll give them a peace deal that they have to accept,
all right,
no matter what.
And now demands, so we're negotiating on behalf of our entire alliance, they're negotiating for their entire alliance. Why are we negotiating for... Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, so we go over to revoke cores, siege provinces is the one I want. Sort by the what? Sort by...
Yep. Diplo power cost, the second from the right column. Your claims are going to have 0 cost because they are part of the war. We declared a war
Yes.
with conquest being our CB, so these things are the ones that are part of the war goal, therefore they cost no diplo points to
Okay.
demand. So just go ahead and check off all
Dude,
4 of the ones that are
we
listed
can
at
get
0.
London on this? I forgot we had a claim on London. Oh my god,
Yeah.
we're gonna get London.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Well, if you say so, this is our starting point. So we just said we want these 4 provinces. These provinces we
London.
have claims on. Notice the thumbs down for
Lincolnshire.
France.
Kent, Essex. Okay. Where's the thumbs down? Okay, yeah, they don't like it because they're greedy.
So the French would be their trust would go down by 20 if we were to take our claims. Their trust right now is at 50.
What does trust do?
We could. Trust is the value that determines whether they'll honor calls to arms. It's what you spend to make them join wars without a promise of territory. That kind of stuff. So we have 11 favors right now with France. We could buy our trust from 50 up to 55. If their trust falls below 40, they will break the alliance no matter what.
Okay.
So if we are at 50, if we best case scenario right now we could raise it to 55. But if we did the peace deal where we took our claims, they would be at 35. There goes the alliance.
So there's another.
So try giving them.
I was gonna say another thing to look at here. What is so overextension? How do I see what our current overextension is?
You would go to the Stability and Expansion tab, F1, and then the 9 key.
Okay. And our current expansion is where? Overextension is 0.
Overextension is what you get when you have uncored land. We've had this before, but we haven't had it for a little while.
So, but taking all that stuff, I mean, what are the danger numbers for this?
100% is the real danger
number.
number.
Let me go back. Is there any way?
We would at 68.
We're going to be at 68 with that, is what you said?
Okay, now there's a very important thing to look here. Looking at this preliminary peace deal, look at that 84 aggressive expansion value. Hover over that.
Suffer between 4 and 84. Okay.
So depending on distance, religious group, other factors, these nations will suffer somewhere between 4 and 84 aggressive expansion. The danger number is 50. So in this case, these countries, when it says might join, it means that if they don't have a truce with you, they will join a coalition against you. England will have a truce with us, so they can't. But Brittany, Liège, Utrecht, Provence, Aachen, Cleves, Galray, all of them will join a coalition against us if we were to take this much land.
We might have some use of French still.
Might want to scale this back just a little bit. Might not want to take all 4 provinces is the real
we could leave Kent, I guess.
Yeah, we'll look at the war score. We would want to keep contiguous borders for easy access and stuff. So yeah, if we were to drop Kent off, we'd still have a coalition, but it's only 3 nations now instead of like 7 or whatever it was a second ago.
Okay, I have to look up where all those fucking things are. Where are they? Without me doing that.
You hover over the aggressive expansion number again. You can see Brittany, Liège, and Utrecht.
Yeah, I understand, but where are they geographically relative to us?
Oh, okay. Brittany's the little country to the left of France, to the west of France. Utrecht and Liège are these little tiny one-province minors that are nearby Burgundy.
Little tiny one-province minors are in an alliance against us.
Well, the 3 of them combined are not going to be very dangerous, but if we had 4 of them combined, if we had all of those other nations, Brittany, Liège, Utrecht, Aachen, Cleves, Galray, those would be... It would be manageable, but in general, I just want to make sure that newer players who are learning how to just try to avoid coalitions. They suck, and coalitions will make you undo everything you spent so much time and effort working toward. So the safe play is to just try not to piss off too many people.
Ooh, you know what else we could do? Can we make them give up, like Ulster? Oh, it costs us diplo points to do that though, because it wasn't part of our goals. Yeah,
we don't have a claim on it. That'd be a good thing for the next war. Plus, also, you've still got to decide how you're going to make France happy.
All right.
Okay, so here's how you make France happy. Scroll through this list of provinces.
You'll notice that
some of them, instead of having the Scottish... Yes. Some of them, instead of having the yellow Scottish flag on the left, will have a French flag. Click on any of those that still have the French flag, like Normandy, for example. And now when you hover over the French flag on the far left side of the peace deal screen, you can see now, if you give them Normandy, it's just 12 trust. So 55 minus 12 would take them down to 43, which is still low. I mean, if you want to stay friends with France, we should try to keep them above 45 trust. Unfortunately, that's the only province that they're able to demand right now. If we were to take all of our provinces.
Why is that the only one we're able to do? Because the war score is at 94.
Yeah, you can't go above 8. You can't go above 100% in one peace deal. So you've either now got to decide: do I take less land for myself in order to give France more land, or do I just say France, screw you?
Well, I
And
mean, we could keep French. I mean,
I'd have
that's
to
not perfect, but that's still high enough, right? With France for Normandy.
probably
Yeah.
they might break the alliance. I'm not sure.
Well, let's give them that. I mean, the problem is Normandy's kind of.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. We can always claim that later. All right. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna.
Okay, so
I want the land. I want London. So
Yes,
I think
absolutely. We have
England
to take
sans
London.
London is not much of England. So. All right.
Mhm.
And then I want to take where
Okay.
where the it's under treaties for where do I get money from them?
War reps was under the treaty tab. It's called
It's
war
10%.
reparations. 10% war
No,
score.
we can still do that. Okay, that's perfect. That's 92. Okay.
Yep. And then I added some money to the deal. I've got 104 ducats. Takes us all the way up to 100% peace offer.
Why was it? Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at a peace deal where England cedes London, Essex, and Lincolnshire, and to us. They cede Normandy to France. They pay war reps to us. They pay 104 ducats to Scotland and their allies. We only get 33 of that. And that's what that's
France
looking
is
like. And France loses.
we reduced their trust by 13. Okay.
Yes. Now, before we do this peace deal, we want to go and right-click on France.
Okay.
Go to the diplomatic feedback tab,
Diplomatic. Yep.
and we're going to spend our favors to increase French trust by 5. Because right now they're at 50. If we were to do this peace deal first, they would drop below 40. They get really pissed, and they'd probably break the alliance before we could do anything. So you bumped it up to 55. Now I got to warn you, there's still a chance they might be pissed enough that they just break the alliance anyway. So alternatively, I think we should do this deal, but I'm just saying alternatively we could just give them absolutely nothing, and we could take like I'm just going to check real quick. We could probably take all 4 of our claims, and we would have to siege down the fort in Pale to take Ulster. But we could take a massive amount of land if we wanted to from England right now and just say screw France.
What's that going to do for our aggressive expansion? How many people come into?
We would be facing Brittany, Liège, Utrecht, Provence, Aachen, Cleves, Galway, Cologne, and Friesland.
I'd rather risk the French, keeping the French around for a little bit longer. We're gonna have another war versus England. We can be a little bit greedier once I feel a little bit more established. This was a very close thing, it feels like, and I kind of would like some time to lick our wounds and.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So just confirm, double check again that you're still looking at the exact same piece deal you had, because I just messed with mine and I don't know if it messes with yours or not.
England, and I look at the show diplomatic actions and the sue for peace, and I currently have I still see it as 100, 104. I have Normandy, London, Essex, and Lincolnshire. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and send it then. Glory. I am so surprised how well the French pulled through. Okay, let's check real quick. Make sure that the French are still above 40. They are. They're at 42 trust. They're willing to trust us somewhat. They're not very happy with what we just did. England will cede Normandy to France. They cede London, Essex, and Lincolnshire to us. They pay us war reps.
Where does it say the war reps? So
perfect.
I see it. It says I see war reps. So how much do we get?
10% of their income.
Okay.
Always. It's just what it is always. Okay, and we are desperate now to fix
we
our
are
finances,
way over
but
time.
We'll talk about
so
that.
next time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow.